Alright guys, it's story problem time again. I know. That's okay, it'll get easier, promise. And that's what we start to do every day after we learn story problems. I start to put them inside of my number of the day. It's good, we'll have a lot of fun. Let's review again addition and subtraction, okay? Addition is putting things together to make up a whole, and our whole gets bigger, okay? So we put our ice cream and our cone together to make an ice cream cone. So we put two parts together. This was a part, the ice cream, this was a part, the cone. I put it together and I got the ice cream cone. Okay? So that's what I started with. And our number and the amount that we get gets bigger. Because I just had two pieces. Now it got bigger to an ice cream. Subtraction is when you're starting with your whole. You're starting with that huge amount and something is getting taken away or is going away, but it's being separated. So here I had my entire ice cream. I'm separating it out and I'm taking away my cone, and what I'm left with is just the ice cream. Okay? And so that's subtraction. My amount gets smaller. I start with a big number, and then I take something away, and it gets smaller. So again, like I said, subtraction and addition only get easier the more we work with it. So let's jump right in and work in some of our problems. We read the problem first, all the way through. Once we are done reading, we go through each sentence and we start showing what we have using the manipulatives, using whatever it is that we have to show what we're doing. So it says, Sarah and Jacob have a total of 8 apples. Sarah has 3 apples. How many apples does Jacob have? Okay, it's kind of tricky, but together we're going to work it out. And we're going to draw our picture first. Sarah and Jacob have a total of 8 apples. So if I put 8 apples, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Together, they have 8 apples. Sarah has 3 apples. Okay, so I would give her 3 of the apples, because before they put all of their apples together. It's almost like if you were to put all of your Halloween candy together with your brother and sister. You put it all together and you see how much you all have. But then you're like, hey, I want my candy back. You're going to start to pull back what you have. Well, they put together all of their apples. Well, now they're kind of just pulling back each piece. Well, Sarah had 3. So she took her 3. So if she took 3, that means the rest have to come from Jacob. Well, how many did Jacob have? He had 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's a subtraction problem because they had a total, which was 8. Sarah took her 3 away because they were hers. And Jacob was left with his 5. So 8 minus 3 equals 5. They had a total of 8. Sarah took her 3. Jacob had 5. Let's look at another one. There were 10 sunflowers in the field. Emily picked some. Now there are 3 sunflowers in the field. How many sunflowers did Sarah pick? Let's look. There are 10 sunflowers in the field. Can I make it to where there are 10 sunflowers in the field? Let's put 10 sunflowers in the field. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There are my 10 cute little sunflowers in the field. Okay, Here comes Emily, and she picked some. Do I know how many she picked? All I know is that there will be 3 sunflowers left in the field. So what could I do? Could I make it to where I only have 3 left? Okay, let's do that. We'll put all of the ones. We know that she's going to have 3 in that field. So, are there 3 in the field yet? We're going to keep going until I see that there are 3 sunflowers in the field. Are there 3 in the field? So we have 3 in the field. So that means all the ones here are the ones that Emily picked. How many did she pick? You're right. She picked 7. There were 10 in the field. That was my total. We had a total of 10 sunflowers in the field. She picked some. So when we're picking something, it's going away. So we're subtracting. She picked some, but we didn't know how many. What we did know was that the field was going to be left with 3. So what we did was we picked everything until I only had 3 left. And then I counted what I picked. I picked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So Emily actually picked 7 sunflowers. So my equation is 10 minus 7 equals 3. I had 10 total sunflowers. I took away 7, and I was left with 3. I know it's confusing. It's okay. It's going to get easy. Let's look at another one. Anthony had 8 leaves. He picked some more. Now he has 10 leaves. How many leaves did he pick? So we're going to go through and we're going to make sure that we look at each piece and we draw it. So Anthony has 8 leaves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Those are his 8 leaves. So he then decided he was going to pick some more. He's like, all right, I'm going to go back out. Do I know how many more he picked? But I do know that it said he will now have 10. So when I look at that in the number sentence, I know that he had 8 leaves. He picked some more. Well, if he's picking more leaves, what's going to happen to my total? It's going to get bigger. And what do we do when things get bigger? We add. So we're going to add. Do we know how many we're adding? Nope. But we do know that we're going to end up with 10. So I have to figure out how many it will take me to get to 10. Well, I have 8. I put another one in. That's going to be 9. And this is going to be 10. How many leaves did it take me to get to 10? 2. So 8 plus 2 gets me to 10. How many leaves did he pick? How many more did he get? He got 2 more leaves. You're doing good. I know it's hard. Let me show you your activity for the day. So we're going to do the same problems that we were looking at before using our dots and our whales and our 10 frame, okay? So it says, the mom and baby orca were looking for food. The dad orca came to help. How many orcas are looking for food? Okay, well, let's start. The mom and baby are looking for food. So how many orcas is that looking for food? 2. So I'm going to put 2 blue. The dad came in and said, I'll help you. So if he comes in, I'm going to give him the red because that's the dad. The blue is the mom and the baby. The red is the dad. I came together, and how many orcas are looking for food? 3. There are 3 orcas looking for food. Okay, so that's what you're going to do. Let's look at one more. It says, there were 3 ostriches eating, and 5 ostriches eating leaves. I'm so sorry, I read that wrong. Can I read it again? Okay, thank you. There were 3 ostriches eating seeds, and 5 ostriches eating leaves. How many ostriches were eating? Okay, let's draw what we see and put it in our 10 frame. There were 3 ostriches eating seeds. So I'm going to show 3. 1, 2, 3. Those were eating the seeds. I then had 5 eating leaves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 were eating leaves. How many ostriches were eating? 8. Very good. 3 were eating the seeds, and then 5 were eating leaves. They're all eating, right? Even though they're eating something different. So 8 ostriches. So you're going to do the same using your in your activity for your slides. Okay. I know it's hard, but I know you can do it.